Here's three catchphrases by the Big D, Donald Trump. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Here's three catchphrases by Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. You're a girly man. Hasta la vista, baby. Here's three catchphrases by the Big D, Donald Trump. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Here's three catchphrases by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. You're a girly man. Hasta la vista, baby. There's one by Jessy the Body Ventura from Predator. I don't got time to bleed. And then the guy throws a hand grenade. You got time to duck? Here's three catchphrases by the Big D, Donald Trump. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Here's three catchphrases by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. You're a girly man. Hasta la vista, baby. Here's a catchphrase by the Jessy the Body Ventura on Predator. I don't got time to bleed. This guy throws a hand grenade. You got time to duck? Here's three catchphrases by the Big D, Donald Trump. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Here's three catchphrases by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. You're a girly man. Hasta la vista, baby. Here's a catchphrase by Jessy the Body Ventura on Predator. I don't have time to bleed. The guy throws a hand grenade. Do you have time to duck? Here's three catchphrases by the Big D, Donald Trump. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Here's three catchphrases by the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. You're a girly man. Hasta la vista, baby. Here's a catchphrase I like from the Jessy Ventura, the body, Jessy the Body Ventura. I don't have time to bleed. This guy throws a hand grenade. Do you have time to duck? Here's three catchphrases by the Big D, Donald Trump. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Here's three catchphrases by the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. You're a girly man. Hasta la vista, baby. Here's a catchphrase by Jessy the Body Ventura on The Predator. I don't have time to bleed. The guy throws a hand grenade. And he asks, do you have time to duck? Here's three catchphrases by the Big D, the Donald Trump. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Here's three catchphrases by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. You're a girly man. Hasta la vista, baby. Here's a catchphrase by Jessy the Body Ventura on Predator. I don't have time to bleed. And the other guy goes, he throws a hand grenade. He says, do you have time to duck? Three catchphrases from the Big D, Donald Trump. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Three catchphrases from Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. You're a girly man. Hasta la vista, baby. Here's a catchphrase by Jessy Ventura of The Predator. I ain't got time to bleed. And the other guy goes, he throws a hand grenade. You got time to duck? No, but the funniest catchphrase I heard so far is from the Big D, Donald Trump. You're stupid. I mean, that's pretty funny. He's telling everybody, you know, in a high office, you know, like the president or government, saying you're stupid. Oh man, I get a kick out of that. I'll never forget these phrases that Donald Trump came up with during his presidential election, and I never really thought about it before. But I thought about it, but I didn't put it in these words. You know, I mean, you're stupid. Oh God, it's simple too. It's simple words, and you don't know what you're doing. That's a fact, man. I mean, it's funny as hell, but it's funny as hell because he's talking to all these great dignitaries, you know, all these people in a high office, and he's saying, he's saying you're stupid and you don't know what you're doing. He's just saying facts. He's telling the truth, though. The Big D, Donald Trump, is telling the truth, and it's just so it's kind of funny. The catchphrases are kind of funny, you know. Like, you're stupid, you know, dig, 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 you know, you're stupid. And then, you don't know what you're doing. I get a big kick out of that every time I hear it and say it. It's part of my language now. And oh, you're fired. That's so true, man. We need to fire some of these dignitaries. It's in high office, and we're talking to them like they're little children, like they're jekylls, or like they're goofy people, really goofy people in office, and in the high office, like even a president, goofy. But instead of saying just goofy, he's saying you're stupid. You don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Yeah, them three catchphrases go together. They're perfect. I mean, they're like, yeah, that's golden. That's what's called golden English language. And he doesn't have to cuss, like Eddie Murphy used to do all the time in stand-up. He's cussing to get people's attention and get them to like him. He doesn't have to cuss. He says it in a very dignified manner, but he's putting the point across really strong. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Those are the perfect phrases from the Big D, Donald Trump. I never really thought of putting them that way, but hey man, he's been around. He's been around. He knows what to say, how to say it. And no wonder he's a genius. No wonder Donald Trump is a genius. And no wonder he is a multi-billionaire and the best negotiator around. No one negotiates like Donald Trump does. The Big D, Donald Trump. No one does. And no one builds a wall like Donald Trump by the Mexican border and tells it like it is. And he's just stating fact. He hasn't said one word yet that is not untrue. It's not untrue. It's true. Everything Donald Trump tells you is a fact, and it's true, and he can prove it. Anything he says, he can back. Can't say that for any of the other candidates. None of them. None. And none who's ever ran before. That's why we need the Big D, Donald Trump, in office. But he's a funny man too, man. He comes up with the greatest phrases. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget it. I was born on 6/19/1958, and those are the best phrases I've ever heard from any mouth in Hollywood, and from Arnold Schwarzenegger, from Jessy the Body Ventura, from any program I've ever watched. Those are the best phrases I've ever heard. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. No wonder he had the highest rating on NBC, and kept people coming to NBC. But NBC screwing their head. So, just remember the three phrases from the Big D, Donald Trump, and you never forget them. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired. Well, I have to add this. Donald Trump's a big golfer, and he builds, golden, beautiful golf courses with a beautiful clubhouse on it, and he's a golfer. And I wonder what he says to himself when he doesn't get a hole-in-one, because anything less than a hole-in-one isn't perfect. And Donald Trump, he tries to make everything perfect and golden. And so he's probably saying, I'm stupid, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm fired every time you don't get a hole-in-one. I'm stupid, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm fired. Because hole-in-ones, anything less than a hole-in-one isn't perfect. So, and I wonder if he's ever got a hole. I wonder if the Big D, Donald Trump, has ever got a hole-in-one. Because that's like a once in a lifetime event. Although other people has had more than one hole-in-one, but in golf. But it's easier to get 300 in bowling, way easier. The people who say a 300 in bowling is like getting a hole-in-one, that's cool. That's goofy. 300 bowling is like You know, par 2 or 3 on a course. That's nothing. 300 a game. Hell, many people have 300 games. Now 900 series. Now that's, you know, to get a 900 series in bowling. Now that it's like a hole-in-one, but that doesn't even come close to a hole-in-one really, because you got all the pins set up the same way. You got 60 feet from the foul line to the head pin, and you know it's all conditioned. It's all under conditions. Where on a golf course you got the wind, you know, different wind speeds. You got hills. I mean, you got all kinds of stuff. Well, hills wouldn't be involved if you get a hole-in-one, but you got all kinds of weather, like the wind. You know, that's definitely a factor in getting a good score in golf. The wind and the rain and how sunny it is, how cloudy it is, how foggy it is. You know, yeah, there's so many different variances out on a golf course compared to inside air-conditioned bowling alley. 300, even a 900 game series, a 300 perfect game on bowling, or a 900 perfect series, you know, that's 3 games in a row, 900, don't even compare to a hole-in-one at all. Hole-in-one, shit. What's the smallest course? What's the smallest course? You know, 150 feet, 150 yards, or yeah, probably 150 yards. That's probably the smallest golf hole. You know, smallest distance for the golf hole, and that's what you're looking for when you want a hole-in-one. But even that, the wind, you know, the rain, the sunshine, there's so many variances in golf compared to, you know, bowling. It's not even funny. Bowling's all air conditioning. All the lanes are perfectly the same. 60 feet from the foul line to the head pin. The pins are all the same. The pins are always in the same formation. Everything's the same. Where golf is, everything's different all the time. The outside weather is always different. Always. You never get the same day twice. So in the wind, you never get the same wind twice, because the wind varies all the time. So compared to bowling, you can't even compare golf to bowling. And golf is much harder. But I wonder what Donald Trump says when he doesn't get a hole-in-one, because he's a perfect man. He's a genius. So he wants everything perfect and golden and great. And I wonder what he says to himself when he don't get a hole-in-one, or if he gets he's like throwing the clubs. I don't know if he gets mad or not. But you know, that man where he's throwing the clubs, breaking them on his knee, and you know, throwing them around, hitting things with his golf club, and you know, I don't think he gets that pissed off because he's never done drugs, never drank. I don't think he's ever drank. I don't know. Maybe, you know, he might have drank, but he's never been drunk. I mean, he don't believe in extremes like that. But he's our man. He's the only person. This is the only election I've ever paid any attention to, and that's because I knew Donald Trump was going to run. And this is the only election I was born on 1958, so I'm 57 on this date, which is 7/28/2015, probably about 2:00 p.m. But I had to add this onto my my catchphrases, and with Donald Trump in his top 3 catchphrases. You're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're fired.